As Sonichu races through the city, Rosachu rides on Sonichu's shoulders, grasping his ears like handlebars. Together they listen to Magi-chan's psychic report on the battle, and weep bitter tears over the destruction. Just an update for you two, Magi-chan says. We've managed to take out some of the baddies. All the other electric hedgehogs are aiding the medics with transport of the injured citizens, and to-be unbrainwashed jerk-ops, although some of them didn't make it sadly. The Autobots are cleaning up the PVC citizen Decepticlone parts to be transported to the army bases for recycling. The quick Power Rangers took down the supersized B-Manajerk and Murray Saner comic with survivable injuries. Then they both shrunk down to their original sizes. Our police and army forces held their ground very well. Again, a few casualties within. The mall's protective dome is starting to weaken, and Slawwheel is closing in now. Our defense volunteers are worn out from their hard labor. We have one casualty here. Ivy was trapped in the elevator. The tremors made the floor under her break. She had her neck tangled in the cable. Billy Mays tired to rescue her by breaking her fall, but she got caught. And he tried to climb up to disentangle a rescue. He could not reach. The walls were slippery. Just terrible. In the distance, the quick Power Rangers Megazord stands victorious. Elsewhere, Sonichu and Excelina see off an army helicopter as it transports Decepticlone parts for scrap metal. Have a safe trip back, says Sonichu. At the mall, the surrounding area has been blasted into a burned-out wasteland from the fighting. Only the mall itself has been spared, thanks to the Emerald Dome of Protection cast by Patty-chan. However, Mary Lee Walsh is closing in on the embattled shopping center, seeking to breach its defenses and take control of the seat of Quickville's government. In memory of Sonichu girl Ivy O'Neill. Later, at the Quickville shopping center, Mary has arrived to deliver the decisive blow of her invasion. Wielding the wicked scepter, Count Graduan, she hovers over the magic dome. And now to chant the dark spell to remove the dome, she scowls. Channeling the awful power of the elder gods of evil, Mary chants the ancient language of dark magic. Hinkle, Finkle, Linkle, Inky, Hinky, Binky, Sleeky, Boo, Bleedle. As she weaves her hideous charms, Sonichu and Rosachu arrive at the bombed-out parking lot of the mall. "Oh my god!" cries Rosachu. "She's starting her chant! Oh my god, what a mess this lot looks like!" "Stay here, Rosie, I'm heading up," says Sonichu. In a flash, Sonichu races to the entrance of the mall. Unaffected by the dome's magic, he passes through it and leaps onto the awning over the doors. Sonichu bounces high into the air, launching himself out of the dome and straight for Mary Lee Walsh's flying broomstick. As Mary continues her chant, she doesn't see Sonichu as he careens toward her. In the blink of an eye, he snatches her broom and yanks it out from under her. He then swings himself over on top of the broom, standing atop it in midair. Witch Doc, you got a vacuum cleaner?" quips Sonichu. "What?" asks Walsh, now realizing she is under attack. "How can he just stand there?" wonders Walsh. At last she notices the broom Sonichu is standing on. His own broom? "Oh," she thinks as the truth dawns on her. "My broom! Good grief!" But before she can fall, Count Graduan takes action. "Hold on, Slawwheel," he says. "I'll make a floor grid." As Mary dangles from Count Graduan's handle, the evil scepter emits a powerful wave of dark magic, which creates a platform of energy for her to stand upon. "Good job, Count," says Walsh as she alights on the platform. But Sonichu spin dashes off of Mary's broom, splitting it in two, and leaps down to the platform to confront her. "What a dirty, yet almost smart, trick," says Sonichu. "It's just you and me now, Slawwheel. I will fight you in honor of Quickville, my sweet Rosachu, and Christian." "As you wish, Mouse," says Walsh. "I'm a hedgehog, not a sand shrew," says Sonichu. From below, Rosachu watches as her husband and Mary Lee Walsh circle each other for the final battle. Mary attacks first, stabbing at Sonichu with her red pitchfork, but Sonichu easily dodges with his super speed. Frustrated, Mary fires a volley of dark magic attacks at Sonichu. With a smile on his face, Sonichu evades these attacks as well. Sonichu then goes on the offensive, firing a bolt of lightning at Mary Lee Walsh's pitchfork, knocking it out of her hand. "Shoot!" she cries, now disarmed. Sonichu then uses a combination of spin dash and homing attack to finish Mary off. However, just before he can collide with her, Walsh erects a magic shield. At first, the barrier holds Sonichu at bay, but he continues pushing forward. Desperately, Mary prepares an energy blast to attack Sonichu before he can penetrate the sphere. But once again, Sonichu is too fast for the Wicked Witch. He bats her Crimson Blast aside and kicks her in the belly with whack. The force of the blow sends Mary flying across Graduan's platform and over the edge. "Help!" Mary cries, clinging to the edge of the platform with one hand. On the platform, Sonichu notices her peril. Above, Graduan considers her plight. "Ooh, that witch! My life is very important, and she has done nothing for my escape from this Orbish jail, or even a resurrection. She is of no concern to me, and she is only a selfish, shallow witch." As Graduan stands by, Mary begins to lose her grip. "Graduan, you idiot!" she thinks. "Help!" she screams again. At last, she loses her handhold on the platform and begins to fall. Then, at the last moment, someone grabs her hand. Walsh looks up to find her mortal enemy, Sonichu, dangling from the platform to rescue her. Noticing Graduan above, Sonichu quickly flings Mary back to the safety of the platform, while he drops to the ground. Out of danger, Mary dusts herself off. "Oh well, he wins this time," she thinks. "I'm tired, and I've done enough for now. Count, and sphere me and take us home." Returning to her hand, Graduan generates a sphere of magic to transport them back. "Yes, Slaweel," he says. To himself, he thinks, "she'll fall soon." Meanwhile, below, Sonichu lands safely in his wife's arms. "Thank you for catching me, sweetheart," says Sonichu. "That's okay, Honeybolt. We watched her bot from down here," Rosachu says. "Why did you save her?" She sets Sonichu down and puts her arm around his shoulder as he answers. "Well, as a hero, I could not help but to answer her cry. Besides which," Sonichu explains, "the true final blow on that witch belongs only to Christian. Now, let's help put the city back together, then head home for dinner and Mary Poppins with our children." In triumph, Sonichu stands with his friends and family in front of Quickville Shopping Center. From inside the mall, Magichan observes the happy couples with a mixture of envy and revulsion.